I want to share with you our brand new July craft box, and that is our cute animals craft box. So as the name suggests, there will be some really cute animal dies in this box, but obviously it's our brand new box for July. Each month we here at Sizzix put together loads of goodies, loads of our fantastic products, including dies, cardstock, making essentials, sequins, glitter, all that good stuff. We pop it all in one box, and it gets delivered to your house in a gorgeous packaging, and we change it up each month depending on the time of year or the season or whatever it might be. So yeah, this one is really nice and summery and fun, and I'm going to run through everything that you get in the box, and then I'm going to share with you a really fun and easy make, and yeah, hopefully that inspires you to get crafting this July. But as always, the craft box does get delivered to you in these gorgeous illustrated Sizzix boxes. So you've got all the kind of illustrations on there. You've got like a little die machine, glue gun, like our little express glue down there. I think it's so cute and fun. And then when you open it up, you do also have the lovely illustrations inside. So they're just really nice, a really nice gift to yourself. If you're feeling a little bit down or you just want to treat yourself this month, definitely this is a really nice treat to get at your front door, I think. So what is in the box? So as the name suggests, like I said before, that cute animals, there is a really adorable animal set. I'm going to move this slightly to one side. And this is called Baby Animals, and I'll take it out of the packaging so you don't get the glare, but you can make up these really cute little baby animals. So we've got like the deer, the duck and the bunny rabbit, and then you have all these extra elements like the balloon, and you can personalise them with little caps and little bows, and it's just so cute. And what I really like about this die is actually each kind of little animal has its own piece of metal. So all these tiny little elements, like say the bow or the duck's beak or something like that, you're not going to lose because it's not a tiny little piece. It's actually on one sheet, which is just so handy. And I just think that one's so cute for summer, and you can have a lot of fun kind of personalising that one. And I believe this die is currently on the UK website. I'm not sure about the US one, but on the UK and the European website it is currently £10, and I think one of the other dies in here is currently £10 on the website as well. So this box in pounds is £25, and that's how much it retails for, but already two of those dies are equaling £20 of your box. So that means everything else you're getting for a fiver basically, and it's such a bargain. Like, we always try and make so much value in these boxes. This is the other one that I think is worth £10 at the moment. This is called Occasion Phrases, and again I'll take it out of the packaging. It's just a really simple, versatile phrase die, and what I really like about this is the size of these dies. Like, if I just take this one off, this Celebrate one, I really hope you can see that, but it's just really big, and that's really nice to find in, I think, sentiment dies. Like, it's just a statement on the front of a card or something like that, and it can just basically be the centerpiece of your card, and I really like these, and you're going to use them time and time again. So that's Occasion Phrases. And then you do also get another die that works alongside our domes. Now these are our shaker domes, which I think these ones are, yeah, the 2.5 inch domes, and you get 6 in this set, so you're not going to run out anytime soon. But you also get the circle dies that cut out the perfect shape, the perfect size for these domes. So I believe it's the that second last one, so this one here that I'm pointing at, that works at the perfect size to pop these domes into a card front or something like that. But I am actually going to show you how you can maybe use these circles in a different way as well in this video. But yeah, so they kind of go hand in hand, but it's always great to have circle framelits in your collection. Like, I use them all the time. And then we've also got one of our permanent adhesive rollers. You may have gotten one of these before in your box, but I always run out of my adhesive roller. I use it so many times. It's so simple and easy to use, and it's just You just drag it and it's done. And it's fantastic if you are a card maker. If you're popping down like big pieces of card on top of your card, on your card front or something like that, really good to have in your collection. And then you also get 2 kinds of sequins and beads in your box. So you'll get one in mint julep and one in our ballet slipper colour, and it's just kind of like a potluck as to which shape or whatever you get, but they're all beautiful, I promise you. And yeah, so you'll get 2 of them to add a bit of sparkle and to also pop inside of your shaker dome. So you obviously need something to shake in your dome. And then we'll move on to the cardstock. Now you get 12 sheets of our kind of textured cardstock. I'm going to try and fan this out as best as I can. I'm going to put it down so I can fan it out and really showcase all the colours to you. So you get 12 sheets of this, and they're just really gorgeous colours. The texture on the front is beautiful. It's a really nice what's the word? Really nice quality, that's the word I was looking for. Cardstock, and you get all these colours. So I'll run through the colour names. So you get ballet slipper, which is this light pink, cherry blossom, sorbet, primrose, arctic sky, agave, mint julep, that's kind of the same colour that's inside of the craft box, our kind of signature mint colour, banana blast, purple dust, I think, or lavender dust, purple dusk, caramel toffee, and bluebell there. Okay, so that is all the 12 colours that you get. And then, you know, as we can't leave you without your basic white cardstock, so we've got 5 sheets of our basic white cardstock in this pack as well, to kind of get you started right away. As soon as you get your box, you can start card making and crafting. Okay. Whew. That is everything that comes in this month's Cute Animals box. So if you are interested in checking that out, make sure to head on over to the Sizzix website. They do kind of tend to sell out, particularly towards like the middle and the end of the month. So definitely check it out if you are interested, and yeah, add these gorgeous dies to your collection. But what I am going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to make this really fun card. And I talked about using those circles as something else. I'm going to show you how to use them as like a background piece, and I'm going to show you how to apply that shaker dome into the centre as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this box slightly out of my way, and then I'm going to bring the camera down and we're going to get crafting so you can see a little bit closer, and yeah, we'll get started. Okay. There we go. I get up every time to move the camera into the perfect position, but most of the time it already is. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to make this really easy but really fun card. I'm going to show you, if you want to, how to make a negative, but also how to use the die as it's intended, that occasion phrases die, and cut out these fun circle shapes as well, and maybe give you some tips of popping that shaker dome into the front of your card. Okay, I'm going to change up the colour scheme ever so slightly on this one. So I'm going to start off with my Arctic Sky card base. So here I've got it in ballet slipper. I'm just going to change it up and do mostly blues, greens and yellows. And this is about 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres. So that is my card front. And then I've got a white piece, which is this way. There we go. And that is just ever so slightly smaller, just to create a border. And we're going to work mostly on this white piece, so I'm going to move that blue, light blue piece to one side, and I'm going to create these lovely circles. Now I've already cut a lot of them out, but I'm going to show you how to create these kind of cut out ones as well. So I'm going to use that circle die. So I'm going to go back into my box and grab that circle die. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my machine. There we go. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take a piece of that same light blue kind of colour, And I think I'm going to use the two smallest ones, and I'm going to literally put them inside one another. And this is going to create that circle. You can hold them down with some maker's tape if you like. You could totally do that if you're worried about them moving. And then you get something that looks like that. So I can use both of these. I can use this little circle and I can use that one. Okay. I'm wondering if I could do one more. I might do one more. I'm gonna see if I can fit one there. Yeah, I can fit one there. So I'm gonna do that there, because then I can use this circle and the kind of outline that it's gonna create by popping one inside of the other. Okay, so I'll show you again. That's the kind of idea that we're going for. So we want a mixture of those outlines and the circles, okay? So I'm going to move my machine to one side. And I'm going to bring in all these circles that I kind of cut earlier. So we've cut a few of them out already. And then I'm also going to bring in the ones that I've cut out before. So like I said, I'm kind of going for a blue, yellow, and I think green. I've got one that I actually used from my previous card that I trimmed off. So I think I'm going to use that as well on here. And I'm going to lay them out and create a kind of fun design. I'm just seeing where I like having things. I think I quite like that. Okay, and don't worry about the overhang, that's absolutely fine. Now, for some of the bigger ones, say like this yellow one, I could totally use my adhesive roller and pop some adhesive on there and then stick that down. And maybe for this one in the corner. So all you have to do is just drag it along whatever you want to stick, and it'll literally just stick for you. And again, and you can just see how quick and easy it is to apply, and it's really mess free. I'm going to pop that there. And then I'm going to leave the ones that I've kind of cut into, and I think I'm going to apply those with glue just so I can be a little bit more precise. But these whole circles I'm just going to cut and stick with my adhesive roller. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my glue. This is just our express glue. I'm going to make sure that it hasn't dried up actually. There we go. And then I'm going to just apply a little bit of glue to these pieces. You don't need a lot of this glue, and I'm pretty sure if you've had any of the boxes before, we've popped express glue in a couple of them, so I'm sure you've got this in your collection already, or whatever glue you kind of prefer to use. But it is also on the website if you're interested. It's a really fast drying craft glue. Oh. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it over and I'm going to trim off all the excess. So I've just got some scissors and I'm literally just going to trim off the excess. The reason I turn it over is just so I can see exactly where I'm cutting, and I know that I can use the white edge as a straight line. Just makes it a bit easier for me. But you could use a craft knife as well, craft knife and a ruler if you prefer it. Just make sure it's anything that you've glued down and is overhanging is really dry. I'm being too quick and I'm chopping off some of the white, so just take your time. Okay. There we go. And now what I want to do is I want to kind of create a place for the dome to go. So like I said before, you want this size dome on the front if you are going to use the shaker dome. And I'm actually going to, I think, draw ever so slightly where I want it. I think I'm going to pop it about there. And it doesn't matter if it overlaps onto the bit that you've already put down. Like, I'm going to take out most of that circle, but that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to bring back my machine. And I'm going to pop that exactly on that line, so I know exactly where I'm cutting. Okay? Again, you could use maker's tape to hold it down. And because I'm going through a couple of layers, I'm going to roll it through, I think, twice, just to make sure, but it should cut out. Okay? And there we have our hole in our card front. Again, I'm going to move this to one side. And then we've got our card front pretty much done, other than our sentiment, which I'm going to show you in a second. But I'm going to bring in, I think I'm going to do this on this, or am I going to do it on white? I'm not sure. No, I'm going to do it on blue. And this is going to be my background. So I want to create a kind of scene on this piece of light blue cardstock. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little circle really faintly. And this is so I know exactly where I'm popping my centerpiece, which is going to be these little balloons. So I've pre-cut these little balloons. This is from the baby animals set, because I'm actually not using any of the animals on this make, just because I wanted to show you guys how you could showcase things within the die without using the animals. But you could even pop like the little bunny in the center there, or the little chick or something like that. So there are definitely other options other than just popping the balloons in the center, so don't feel like you just have to pop the balloons in there. So I'm just going to pop my little blue tops on my balloons. I'm going to pop those bits out with my pencil. Are they going to come out? I should have done this before and popped these. There we go. This is why we have a die pick. So handy. And actually a die pick or something like that is really useful with this baby animals die set, because some of these bits are quite intricate. Okay, and then I'm just going to again use my glue and secure my balloon on there. You could do these all different colours or whatever you wanted, it's completely up to you. And then I'm going to arrange them within that circle that we just penciled. So I'm going to pop my centre one first, I think, so I know exactly where I'm working. Put that slightly off centre. And then just apply some glue. I've not done a very good job of lining up my balloons, I'll be honest, because I'm trying to do it quick. So just take your time with these kind of things. Don't rush it like I'm doing. I'm just trying to show you kind of a full make within like 10-15 minutes, or as fast as I can. Okay. Well, I've not done a very good job of sticking this. I don't think I even stuck this one down. There we go. So we've got our balloons, and then we can add our shaker dome. So I'm going to get one of my shaker domes and take one out, and I'm going to fill it with some of my sequins and beads. So I'm going to go back into my box, and I'm going to pop some of the mint and some of the ballet slipper sequins. I get most of the small ones in there, but a nice mixture is fine. And then I'm going to peel off that layer, okay? So that layer is peeled off, and we're going to stick this kind of face down. So what you kind of want to do is you kind of want to line it up as best as you can, and then firmly press it down to make sure all the edges are secure. Okay, and then we have our shaker element, and now I can pop that right into my kind of center. I think I might do it slightly off skew, so I'm going to trim down that bit there. And to secure this, I'm going to use my adhesive roller again, just because it's super quick and easy, and it'll stay nice and secure like this. There we go. So we've got our shaker dome element. If you find that it's coming over the edge, just trim it off. So we've got our shaker dome element with our balloons and our fun background. The last bit I want to do is our sentiment. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the sentiment die. And what I've done on this previous one is I've taken a piece of white card, so that is going to be my banner for the bottom. And what I did previously is I cut into it, and then I put this underneath to create that negative space, and then I just took these tiny little bits and I glued them. So you could totally do that if you wanted to, but what I think I am going to do, or am I? No, I am going to do that. I was considering doing, because I had the other bit. So are we going to pop that on there? See, I keep changing my mind as I make, which is not good. No, I think that looks quite good actually. Or do we want white? Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim down this to create a kind of banner shape. And then I'm going to glue my Celebrate sentiment on there. But you could do the negative like I did there. So it's kind of up to you what kind of effect you want. If you want a little bit more interest, that negative really does stand out. I'll pop a little bit of glue. If you've got Sizzix adhesive sheets in your collection as well, cutting these out with adhesive sheet on the back is a really good way of sticking these down. And I'm going to pop that just there. And then I'm going to use some foam tape, I think, to pop that on. I think what I've done is I've stuck this the other way around, so I'm going to stick that like that. So I'm going to use some adhesive roller on the back of here, just on the edges. It's a little bit tricky when you've got your dome on there, but it still works. Like so. And then I can use my adhesive roller, or if I want a little bit high, I think I might use a little bit of foam tape. But if all you've got is what's in the box, then adhesive roller would work perfectly fine. I'm just going to rip off some foam tape really quickly, just because I want that height. But what you could do also, which is actually a really good idea, is concertina a little bit of card and adhere that to the back using your roller, and that concertina card will give you that kind of spongy height, so that's definitely an option as well. And then we've got our banner Celebrate sign. So they're ever so slightly different in colour, and then I've just used the negative cutout, and then this is just how the die actually cuts out from the metal, but this is actually cut into a piece of white card, so it's completely up to you which way you want to go, but the same kind of idea and two different kind of outcomes. There we go. So I'll just bring the camera up to say my goodbyes and kind of show you the box one last time, and we're all done. There we go. Okay, so those are the kind of two cards, or it's the same idea, just a bit of colour change and things like that, but hopefully you enjoyed watching that. If you are interested in the box, I've got it on the floor. I'm gonna get it because I've kind of been stealing from it as the video's gone on, but if you are interested in kind of checking out this box, then definitely head on over to the Sizzix website. They do sell out, so make sure to grab it while you can, and keep an eye out for our other monthly boxes and our other inspiration videos, whether it's from me or all the other designers. We're always sharing fun makes around these monthly boxes, including this cute animals one for July. Okay, thank you again for joining me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, stay safe and keep crafting. Thanks.